Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is time to run that back. I got the legendary Doc Walker with me. We got to talk about Championship City. Yes, you know what it is. Everything in DC is winning. And what is it like to be on top of the mountain and fall all the way to the bottom? You know what time it is. Run it! Thank you for watching another edition of Run That Back, Aladdin the Prince. I have the legendary Doc Walker with me, and it is all about the Nationals. We brought the pennant home. Doc, can you talk about the energy that's in the city right now?
Well, the District of Champions is it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It really is, man. And it's Mystics throughout the vibe. Valor had thrown out a little vibe action. But the Nationals and how they did it. Mm-hmm. You know, we were kind of like not chosen. People thought we'd be written off. Plus for Davey, man, and the boys, you know, in May they were down. They bounced back. Let's not kid the fact it's Major League Baseball, and it's a man of color running the ball club. They don't get a lot of shots.
Right.
And so, you know, I got to throw it out there because it's real. Baseball's stuck on dum-dum in a lot of areas. So I was happy to see it happen, and this city embraced it. Came out, we getting used to these parties now.
Oh man, definitely the parade was exciting. Can you talk a little bit about what it was like when you won the championship and the energy that it brought to the city?
We came in at night. President Reagan and his wife were at the airport, Dulles, when we got off the plane.
Right.
It's just crazy. You go to the parade, it's raining, you're in the buses, the masses of people. And the trip about it is that every time somebody else wins, it brings you back in the centerfold again. So you're really never out of it because they keep coming. Like now, I'm on this show.
Right.
What was it like? Yeah, well, I was with Patrick Ewing on Monday, you know, doing center court with Patrick Ewing, his show in Pat 94.
Right.
You know, the Terrapins and their national championship with Gary. So every time one of these elite units or groups prevail, we get a chance to go back in. It's reunion again. It's like, you know, family reunion.
Nice. Well, you're definitely seeing a lot of unity. The Capitals, they did a photo with everybody that played in the Capitals.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The Wizards. So, you know, the energy's electric. But what's going on with your boys, man?
Well, we know we still got a glimmer of hope to avoid total humiliation.
Okay.
That's what it's all about, man. It's like refining yourself. If Dwayne Haskins gets to start against the Jets, and we're building towards something, then it makes sense.
Right.
If not, there's going to be very little pull from this because it's going to be failed decisions, pick the wrong people. And sooner or later, somebody's got to be held accountable for the mistakes that were made.
Correct.
Because I don't want the same people that made those mistakes making the new hires. So you got to come to grips with this. You can't just say it happened. No, it happened because people failed to do their jobs. And I want to get to them people like raid on roaches, get rid of them, and let's move forward. Because I don't want to mess up 2020.
This is very true. Very true. Well, speaking of 2020, we have the DC Capital Go-Go, who will be prevailing and doing big things. And I caught up with the GM Pops. And listen, this is what he had to say. Capital City Go-Go G League team.
Yes, sir, man.
Oh, man. So can you tell people kind of how you started this G League?
So, you know, G League is basically the minor league system for the NBA. So it started off about 12, 15 years ago. And it's just a feeder system for the NBA to send their rookies down or guys who are trying to make it to the NBA to, you know, to develop and, you know, get an opportunity to get to the next level.
And since we're on the subject of basketball, what is it like to be at the top and fall all the way down? The Wounded Warriors, oh my goodness. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Best thing could happen to them.
Wow.
Because they're not getting beat. They fell apart. So you got injuries, you got, you know, KD gone.
Right.
So they don't have to go, we failed. No, we just out of whack.
Yeah.
And that's usually what happens after long runs.
But have you literally every starter they have is injured.
Is injured, yeah. And you know, so now the joke's on the folks in Frisco, the new arena. So you go through all this, you know, the folks in Oakland,
right.
Hey, they all right now.
Right.
It just happens that way, man. It's such a strain on you. to win and to keep going.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the body starts falling apart, freak accidents happen, and guess what? Nobody really cares. It's the new king, you move on, and if they all get back, whatever.
So do you think they'll bounce back?
If they get their players back, they're back.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're still elite.
Right.
But they're not elite on the air. They got to have those players.
Right.
They got MVPs, plus Olympics coming up. Guys got to make decisions. And it's time. For the NBA, it's fresh to have like Denver, you know, with my boy, I call him Humpty Dumpty, Jokic. We're having him. We've got, you know, Yannick. We got new people.
Yeah, we do.
It's not the same old vibe. And, you know, Brooklyn and their thing, Celtics, you got to mention the Lakers. But they also got to earn it.
Right.
gotta
And
earn
we're
it.
picking the Clippers this year.
Oh,
so
Clips, nice.
They are.
But let's see how long it can sustain. You know, we like traditional powers. When somebody new comes on the block, it takes something. The Nats are new
Yeah,
on the
facts.
block. You know, Houston been there every year.
Right.
They just didn't win it
Right.
2 out of 3 times.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey man, so great year for sports. Something we did the 3rd annual Bowling for Boobies where we raised money for breast cancer. Great event, man. I think we raised over $30,000.
That was strong, man. I was really happy. My mom's a survivor. She survived 1980, had a mastectomy, and, you know, she's still rolling. So when you see it affects every woman, your daughters, your sisters, your aunts, or whatever. So I like the fact that guys, I mean, yeah, you say, boo, where we sign.
Right.
But when the real tip,
Right.
it's really we get it.
Right.
And, you know, and we're supportive of that. And so I was happy to be a part of it and seeing some guys who could bowl. We got some bowlers.
We got some bowlers.
Yeah,
Hey.
Radio 1 got some bowlers. I saw some games. Yeah, I saw some games. Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching. Run that back, the legendary Doc Walker, Aladdin the Prince. We'll see you next time. Hola!